My name is Desiree McCarthy Keith, and I'm a reproductive endocrinology and infertility specialist at Georgia Reproductive Specialists. I'm originally from North Carolina, and I attended the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill for my undergraduate studies. And I had a great educational experience in Chapel Hill, and so I stayed in Chapel Hill for my medical education, where I attended medical school and also attended the public health school in Chapel Hill and earned my master's degree in public health while I was there. I became interested in women's health probably before I even entered medical school, where I just felt there were so many different aspects of women's health that I could work in to improve women's lives through preventive education, as well as addressing complications and medical issues related to women's health as they arose. So I was interested in women's health at the beginning of medical school, and my interest only increased as I continued through my electives and rotations in medical school. We had an epidemiology course during my medical school, which is how I became interested in public health. And that small glimpse into public health really just piqued my interest in public health and caused me to pursue my master's degree in public health, where I also specialized in maternal and child health for my area of focus. Following medical school, I entered residency at Duke University, where I completed my obstetrics and gynecology residency. And I really enjoyed working in OBGYN and getting to see all the different facets of women's health through my residency. That was also where I got my first glimpse at REI and where my interest in reproductive medicine began. Following my residency in OBGYN, I practiced general obstetrics and gynecology for 4 years, and I worked in both Chesapeake, Virginia, and in Beaufort, South Carolina. And I took care of a lot of women, I delivered a lot of babies, and I really enjoyed my general OBGYN experiences. And I enjoyed taking care of women at the beginning of their reproductive years, throughout their reproductive years, and into menopause. One thing that struck me with my patients that I took care of in general OBGYN was how many women were facing fertility issues, had fertility concerns, and didn't necessarily know where to go for their fertility evaluations or how or when they should even initiate those evaluations. And so that stuck with me from the patients that I took care of, and just continued on with my interest in reproductive medicine. So after 4 years of practicing general OBGYN, I was able to pursue fellowship training in reproductive endocrinology and infertility at the National Institutes of Health in Bethesda, Maryland. And during my fellowship, I received specialized training in all aspects of infertility, infertility evaluations, as well as taking care of women with reproductive endocrine disorders. And I had a great experience at the NIH, did some good research there, mainly focused on uterine fibroids and their growth and regulation, and really just expanded my interests in the area of reproductive medicine. I grew up in the South, and I'm very happy to be back in the South and to be closer to my family, and also to bring my family to the South. I think that Georgia and Atlanta specifically are great places to live and to raise a family, and so we're very happy to be here. I really enjoy practicing reproductive medicine, and I get a lot out of taking care of couples and individuals who are interested in building their families. And I just think it's very rewarding to be able to help them to build their families. One of the great things about our field is that we have options now to help couples who in the past were not able to conceive a pregnancy and who didn't have options. But now we have newer treatments and technologies that allow us to help couples who may not have been able to seek help in the past. So I'm very happy to be a part of the development of reproductive medicine and these techniques that we're now able to deliver to our patients.